Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, my name is General Soulfax and we're playing War Thunder Ground Forces again. This is a realistic battle match on the Cuban map and I'm driving one of the greatest tanks in the game, the monstrous beast KV-2. But that's not the main focus of this video. Ever since I started flirting with the idea of doing War Thunder videos on YouTube, I always thought of myself doing a daily show in which I take a interesting or a very fun replay and do a video on it on my channel. And since I've started doing this whole show called German Stellinium, in which I take a Russian tank, compare it to a German tank and do a full review on it, I need to do a lot of games in that tank. In this case, I'm playing a lot of games in the KV-2, which basically means that there's absolutely no diversity in my gameplay. And even though it would be quite fun to do just a channel dedicated to KV-2 replays and nothing else, I think that's kind of redundant. So this is where you, the community, comes in. I would very much like if you could send me your fun, interesting, skillfully played replays onto soulfax444@gmail. The email will be in the description below, also on the screen. How you send your replays is very simple. You need to go into your War Thunder folder, find the replays folder, and just copy paste them into the attachment in the email. It's very simple, and I would be really grateful, and every replay that you send most likely will be featured at some point in time. If there's a lot of replays that have been sent to my email, I cannot guarantee that, but if there's like 5 a week, then I will definitely say that every single replay that you send to me will be featured on my channel. Now, I might be a prick and say that I don't like playing arcade battles, but the thing is I really don't like playing arcade battles and I have absolutely no idea about how arcade battles play. So if you would be so kind and to send to me just realistic and simulated battle replays, that would be awesome. So, to recap, send your fun, interesting or otherwise skillfully played realistic and simulated battle replays, tank or airplane, onto soulfax444@gmail, and they will stand a chance of being reviewed, reviewed, that's a very bad word for that, featured on my channel. So, yeah, now that we're done with it, I can mention that I'm kind of sick currently, as you can tell. My voice is a little bit messed up, and I'm not having the greatest time currently because it's very hard to do this when you have a very sore throat. But yeah, now that we have this replay on the screen, let's not waste any more time, let's start talking about it. So, I've started playing a lot of KV-2, like I told you, because the next episode of German Stellinium will be me reviewing the KV-2, and I gotta say, spoiler warning, I'm just completely and utterly loving this tank. To me, it's one of the most unique experiences in War Thunder since I've started playing this game, because the tank has good armor, it's workable armor, it's got a decent, I wouldn't say decent speed, it's got a very heavy tank speed, not a lot of maneuverability, but the thing is, it's got this awesome 152mm gun. It's so freaking awesome. It hits, when you hit something with it, just I'm about to show you here with this Panzer IV, I think. Oh, poor little Panzer IV. Just one shot kill. There's no contest. When you hit something with this tank, you're 99% sure you're gonna one-shot it. And that's the big deal about this tank. It's a one-shot machine, but it's got a 40-second reload. So you really have to start learning about time management and situational awareness. If you understand how to play this tank very correctly, as I'm going to show you in German Stellinium, the next episode, you're gonna be very successful. And another small spoiler warning, I'm very successful in this tank. It's amazing the win rates and the kill to death ratio that I get here. But look at this Panzer IV, excuse me, rushes, bounces off my turret and just wait for him to get closer. Boom, one shot. I mean, I'm so sorry for this poor little German tanks that they just suicide into me, because frankly, it's suicide. If you rush into KV-2 that you don't know, or don't know that has a shell loaded, it's basically suicide, because if you don't manage to disable its gun, or to kill its turret drive, or anything like that, you're dead. You're really most likely dead. But yeah, saying all of that, this tank does have a lot of weaknesses, mainly the fact that it's very weak to getting attacked from behind, and very weak to getting flanked, because it's so big, it's so heavy, and it turns so slowly. You're really vulnerable to somebody getting close to you and certain strafing you to death, as you're gonna see in a second here. But I still really do love this tank, And the thing about it is you really need to have a lot of friends with you when you're fighting. As you can see, there's a, as when we came here at the beginning of the replay, there was a T-34, a KV-1, a KV-2, and an Su-85. And at this point, the Su-85 is getting peppered by that Ostwind, I think, over there. I was thinking about helping him, but if I just went out there, I would be exposing myself to the left here. As you can see, it all goes very badly. There's an M19 Duster, managed to sneak around behind me, and is peppering me with this dual 45mm guns. This is a very nice little tank, and it's very hard to fight against this when you're in a very big tank like mine. So that's my first kill, but don't you worry, I've done enough damage and I got a backup vehicle, so we're gonna jump into another KV-2 very quickly here. Just to follow up on all of that, we're playing on Cuban, and there's basically only three routes you can go on Cuban. Mainly when you start at the northeastern spawn point. Is that it? Yeah, the northeastern spawn point. The best way to go is just where I'm going currently. Just go straight down this line, because there's a little groove, or what would you want to call it. You're protected from both sides with hard cover, which is one of the best things to have in this game. Most tanks, especially the KV-2 and the KV-1s, heavy tanks, have their heaviest armor at the front, and you really do benefit when you manage to properly funnel your enemies to your front here. So I decided to go again to the left side of the map here, which is a good position to be in a KV-2, but the thing is, currently, if you can see on the minimap, there's not a lot of us here. Oh, Ostwind. Poor Ostwind. I don't know why he's even trying. I think the 37mm gun on the Ostwind only has 60-something millimeters of penetration. There is not a spot on this tank that has under 70mm of armor, so he was kind of boned from the start there. But yeah, like I was saying, we're currently losing this game. As you can see, we're being capped here, and most of our team has already been killed. And I've been seeing this a lot more since 1.5.3 dropped and the changes to simulated battles have happened. I'm mostly talking about the spotting changes, but what I think is the real deal breaker here is the way that in simulated battles, oh, this is a realistic match, excuse me, but still, let's talk about simulated battles a little bit. In simulated battles, Gaijin changed how the reticle works, how the aiming reticle and sniper view works. It's very floaty now, and when you move your mouse, the cursor actually goes first and then the reticle follows it, so it's very wobbly and hard to aim. And I think the combination of that with the recent spotting changes, spotting mechanic changes, actually benefits Germany quite a lot, because since the patch, I've been losing more matches than I've had lost before the patch. And yes, this guy is very annoying. He's gonna do that quite a lot in this match. I don't know what's his deal. Maybe he was very jealous at me because I'm in a very big, strong tank and he's in a little truck equipped with 20mm gun. But yeah, as I told you earlier, we're losing A currently and most of my team is dead, so I'm very reluctant to approach here and to advance. I saw a Stag there, Stag G3, from the looks of it, down the road there, and I don't know where he went. I was thinking about waiting for him to actually move up the hill, because if I get the first shot off, he's dead here. So I tried to move across the field. A little bit of a risky thing to do, because there's not a lot of maneuverability in this thing, but I noticed the Stag there, try to angle. Oh, poor guy, he shoots into my gun mantlet and just bounces. I take aim, I fire, one shot kill. I don't know what kill this is, can't see, doesn't matter, but I got a good number of kills already, so I'm reloading currently. I decided it's the best idea to go and hide myself from A, because as you saw, we're being capped and I don't want to be shot at from A point. Now, this tank is not very good at advancing across open fields and attacking capture points, because look at this guy again. I don't know what's his deal, he's just being so annoying. And look at this in just in a second. So he's shooting at me, he's an AA, anti-aircraft gun. He's shooting at me, and just now there's gonna be an aircraft that's gonna strafe me and shoot at me with his machine guns and cannons. Look at this, right there. And he just decides it's a better idea to pepper me with harmless 20mm shells than actually attack the air targets. Oh, a Sherman took aim, fire, and he's already dead. Oh, that was so very disappointing. So I need to wait for my reload again, but I'm in a good position currently. I don't have a lot of protection from the back, but because it's such a late point in the game, there's not a lot of tanks still out there, and I'm protected from the left by the hard cover and by the right by actually position of our spawn. So I'm kind of in a good position currently. I'm thinking about reloading currently and going over and try to recap A, but the thing is, I'm pretty much alone here. There is a T-34-85 somewhere around here. I don't know where exactly. But yeah, at this point I'm close to reload, and I'm deciding if I should go and move up. And at this point I see some fire coming over from A. Oh, that's that M19 Duster. He's shooting at the T-34-85. I gotta go and help him. Come on, come on. The gun depression on this thing is horrible. Take aim. HE shell in the side. Boom, baby. There's only a few things as satisfying as blowing up some very small target with this huge, freakishly huge gun. But yeah, okay, so I helped that T-34-85, but there's an M6 Sherman? Is that a 6 Sherman? I really don't know my American tanks, I gotta learn about him. I only unlocked the first 2 Shermans and I decided to like, nah, not do it anymore. But yeah, the T-34-85 is under fire, and if you look at the mini-map, he's like the only medium tank, the only actual tank left alive. There is a tank destroyer somewhere around here, and a few AA guns, trucks, whatever they're called, SPAA we're gonna call them. So I really need the backup. But yeah, I've finished my reload and I'm thinking about what to do. The Sherman shot at him, but there's still somebody actually capping A. And at this point in time, I need to decap A. As you can see, the scoreboard, if it's not glitched out at this second, we're still kind of losing and we're not anywhere close to winning. So I need to go around and try to recap A here, but I'm reluctant to do, because like I said earlier, this thing is not a very good capper, and it's not very efficient at capping stuff because it can only defend itself against one tank at a time. Now, at this point in the replay, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm watching a plane go by, and I'm just turning around in circles. I'm probably just thinking about what I'm supposed to do here. But yeah, at this point, I have decided, it's been decided, I must move on. I see a tracer go above me, and that's my sign. I'm moving here on A, trying to get something here done. I saw somebody shoot there. Don't know what that is just yet. But yeah, I move over the ridge here and I see an Achilles, an A26 or something like that. That new tank destroyer the British got. HE shell right in the face. Doesn't kill him. Because fuck you. How that didn't kill him, I have no idea here. But yeah, the Sherman is still somewhere over there. And I see a A6. Is that a heavy tank? That's a heavy tank. He shoots at me. First shot actually bounces, goes into my tracks. I'm reloading, so I need to try and angle my tank. Reload. He shoots me again. Manages to kill one of my crew members. Doesn't matter. I have 5 more. Get shot in the back. What's going on? This is so scary. Okay, move over the hill. Try and bum rush him. The T-34 that he was fighting is not doing a very good job. Almost reloaded here. He shoots and again bounces, and now he's basically dead. I reload, aim at his hull, and boom, baby. I kind of needed to pause there because I wanted to say boom with you guys. But yeah, okay, that's my 7th kill, I think. 6th kill, 7th kill, I really don't know. But I lost one of my crew members. The A is still being capped. No, it's not being capped. That guy still isn't dead. The T-34 coming over to cap, trying to decap it. And I'm reloading here, but there's another Sherman coming from over there. The T-34 doesn't notice it, and oh, yeah, he got killed by an aircraft there. So I'm, again, all alone here. The Sherman is coming over. I'm not reloaded yet. He crosses the hill. He's doing a very bad job here, really, because he should have been rushing me here. And I'm just spamming, clicking the button. Fire, fire, fire. Boom, goes in. Another bounce from me and another kill for me. This tank is really awesome. I'm really enjoying this tank because the combination of its gun and of the armor is just so amazing. Anything that comes up to you, if you have a shot loaded and ready to go, you're most likely going to be able to kill it. But yeah, this is going to be the end of this replay. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, to recap, if you have an interesting, realistic or similar battle replay that you want to see featured on this channel, please send it to soulfax444@gmail.com. And I will most likely, okay, I won't say most likely, there is a chance that I will feature it on my channel. This is how my match, my very good match, ends. Yes, getting killed by an air vehicle, because that's how this thing works. My name has been Soulfax, and I will see you next time.